Let's just take a minute. I thought about watching this video because I needed a break from doing my novel. Whilst I was doing my novel, painting, taking at least a couple hours to do one scene because I wanted to get it right, I come across a video from Anthony Fantano about AI art is garbage. The title itself, I completely agree with. Now, I want to talk to you about some music artists that have the audacity to use AI art. Now, let's just go through some things that I think is really baffling to me right now about AI art. So, music artists themselves would prefer to use AI to do an album cover for them rather than hire an actual artist that can do better art for them, whether it is digital or traditional. How the hell do we have an artwork like this and artists still to this day defending AI art? We are telling you so many things about AI art. I feel like as if no one actually pays attention to it.
Well, I didn't realize it would happen, but it did. Somebody on Reddit took my illustrations and made it into AI art. Here's my art versus artist this year for reference. They were being extremely secretive about who they were basing the AI model off of, but it's pretty obvious that it was my stuff. Like one to one, I could point out which ones were used for which.
Now, it is really sad that people are having their artwork stolen without their consent and not even talking about buying their work as well. It's just taken from them, and regardless of all of that, it's just like, what, you're not going to pay them? Which then leads on to another thing about it. Jobs. Yeah, most people have actually lost their jobs through AI, and it's crazy, right? Someone who was a graphic art designer who basically was going through his moments in his job, he was really enjoying it. He wasn't like, you know, nothing too stressful at times, obviously, because, you know, that's what happens in a normal job. Sometimes you have stressful days, you have good days and bad days. But the fact that AI has been coming around for a while, he lost his job and it caught him by surprise. So the fact that now they are finding ways of making people lose their jobs is another thing. So then it leads them to thinking, what are they going to do if they actually lose their jobs through AI? And what if, you know, writers are going to lose their job through AI? And that's another thing about it. And I don't think that's even worth the shot to lose someone else's jobs through writing, because there's been people who are so passionate about their graphic design or concept art or painting or writing, like all of those stuff. Like, people are very passionate about this, and to get it taken away by AI is actually kind of crazy.
Meanwhile, again, we're going over this because people are still dumb enough to not know that when you see people do surrealistic art, watercolor, acrylic, any kind of material art, you still to this day cannot understand that artists pay materials for their own materials, their own equipment, all that jazz, to make sure that they are earning enough from music artists that are doing album covers for them. Now, I can't stress enough about how the look of the artwork from one of the group band's album, and I can't remember the name, I need to understand this one. I think it's called Tears for Fears. So there's an astronaut and he is in a garden, sunflower, full of sunflowers. The look of it just pisses me off. It really does. And I'm sorry, but all these AI arts that I'm seeing on album covers, none of them look even that good. Some of them are just so damn basic to the point where it looks like, you know what, let me just use different AI apps to then just do the album cover art rather than actually supporting artists. Now, keep in mind, if I hear any music artist complaining about AI because, you know, most of the stuff that you see right now are going to be done by AI through music, and then the music artist uses AI art, I don't want to hear them complain. I don't care if you talk about how AI is taking up all your music and stuff, and then you're the one who's using AI art to do your album cover art. I don't want to hear no music artist talking about how much they hate AI when they use AI themselves, because you know what it does? It sets double standards, and it's so ironic how you artists out there are still supporting that sort of BS. But you have enough money to pay artists. You have enough platform to support another artist. Why are we still doing this? This makes no sense. At this point, I feel as if, that's why I'm saying in so many posts that AI just keep winning and artists just keeps losing. It's absolutely atrocious that you guys are still supporting it to this day. And yet you're seeing on Instagram right now that this is getting more popular. So hence why I'm so glad I just haven't posted on Instagram that much, because you know what? I'm fed up of it. I'm so fed up. And this may be just a rant about how much I hate AI, but you know what? This is a rant about these music artists that don't give two shits about this. It's dumb. So at this point, I don't care about any music artist. I don't give a damn if they complain about AI art, because if you're going to use AI to do an album cover for you rather than hire an artist, again, I don't want to hear you complain about AI. I don't.